So Sam is basically the new Bobby of being the Loud House, which I am all for. Much like Bobby back in Season 1, Sam's been making a lot of appearances lately in Season 5, as now she's allowed to show up in episodes that aren't entirely about her and Luna. Again, much like Bobby, as he and Lordy were allowed to be together and be a couple in episodes that they weren't the main focus of. Which means we now get a lot more shipping moments between Luna and Sam, which I am all for, as I am a massive shipper. I know, I hide it so well! But we don't just get Sam interacting with Luna, we also get her interacting with other Louds as well, such as with Lana in Animal House. Again, like Bobby, who got to interact with some of the Louds to some extent back in Season 1, the biggest example being his interactions with Lincoln, of course. And I gotta say, I do like seeing other characters interact with the Louds. I especially like seeing the boyfriends or girlfriends of a Loud interacting with other Louds. And Season 5 has done a very good job of having other characters interact with the Louds and each other. Like both Lenny and Lincoln's friends interacting with each other and Lenny and Lincoln in Grub Snub. Not to mention Lola getting to interact with the Morticianers Club in that one episode. My only real issue is that I kinda wish Benny got some more screen time. He's only made 3 appearances in Season 5 so far, and 2 he didn't even get lines. Sam's at least spoken in all of her appearances. In fact, the only episode he's spoken was the one he was in with just Luann, no other Loud, which I find is disappointing. As much as I love Sam and Luna, I do wish Benny and Luann got a little more screen time. However, I think Sam and Benny could actually help each other out a little. You see, even with all the appearances Sam has been making recently, she is still not nearly on Bobby's level with how many appearances he made back in Season 1. But I think that Sam and Benny could split Bobby's role that he had back in Season 1, and together they'd be able to match up to how many appearances he made. There's usually 26 episodes each season of The Loud House. Well, I say 26, but most of them are 11 minutes, so it's actually 52 episodes. So I don't think it's unreasonable that Sam and Benny could each make 6 to 8 appearances each season, and have speaking lines in all of them, of course. That way we'd get more shipping moments between them, Luna and Luann, but we'd also get them to interact with more of the Louds, too. But in conclusion, I'm happy that Sam's been making a lot more appearances lately, as well as some other characters, and I hope this continues, and that she and Benny can make a lot more appearances in Season 6, so we can both get a lot more shipping moments with the 2 of them with Luann and Luna, and also have them interact with other Louds too, because they do have a lot in common with some of the other Louds. One, Sam loves animals just like Lana, which is why they interact in Animal House, and she also likes all that health food stuff, and Lenny's kind of into some of that stuff with some of the weird smoothies she comes up with. While Benny, as shown in the comics, is into mechas and stuff, something Lincoln is into, that we saw him show interest in back in the Season 3 episode Antique Off. So there's lots of potential for interactions between Sam, Benny, and the other Louds, which I hope we get to see more of. In fact, one of my biggest hopes would be that one day we'd get an episode, maybe a 22-minute special, where Luna and Luann get to go on a double date with Sam and Benny, and the other Louds try to help. Now, that would pretty much give me everything I've always wanted to see. More shipping moments between Luna and Sam, as well as Luann and Benny, and the Louds getting to interact with Sam and Benny. That would be so awesome if it happened.